12 abnormally large bulls that actually exist. Number 12. Texas Longhorn. Brought to America by the Spanish conquistadors during the era of Christopher Columbus as a food supply for the colonists, some catalists rose up and became pharaoh for over 2 centuries. Talk about dedication to maintaining freedom. This lifestyle gave the descendants the hardy characteristics they're reputed with today. These bulls have long legs suited for walking long distances, for when they need to search for food, given how difficult it could be to find food. After the first few attempts, whatever was out to devour their young returned home whimpering with a stab wound or two if they weren't already dead. Today, instead of being used for beef, longhorns are considered part of Texas cultural history and are protected for conservation purposes. Number 11. American brahmanas. Someone fantastic once said that this cow breed is possibly fortunate because of its namesake in the Hindu caste of the priesthood. Look at their gorgeous coats. The brilliant transitions are so smooth, they remind me of cats who are a crossbreed of Indian bulls. Cows that produce taurine in the area. The American Brahman has a high tolerance for heat, sunlight, and humidity, and the oils they secrete also provide natural parasite resistance. Given these survivalist traits, it should come as no surprise that they live longer than other cattle breeds. Unlike other cows, who have a 15 to 20 year lifespan, Brahmans still give birth to calves at the age of 15 and older. Adult bulls weigh between 1,600 and 2,200 pounds, while cows vary. Number 10. Aberdeen Angus. Have you ever wondered what an Angus looks like? They're huge, accounting for around 17% of the UK beef industry. So, how do these meat powerhouses handle the kettle? After all, bulls reach over 850 kilos in adulthood, while cows weigh around 500. This breed is highly durable, able to weather Scottish winters, which are particularly harsh with the snowfall storms. Crossbreeding with dairy cattle still enhances meat production since they have significant muscle content and are rewarded for their marbled properties for something so delectable. They have roughly 4 recessive faults worldwide. Curly calf refers to a lack of joint mobility rather than having curly locks around their body. The second is waterhead, which results in their skulls being swollen and deformed. The third condition is known as fawn calf syndrome, which decreases hip mobility, and dwarfism, which reduces the overall size of the calves. Oh, and recent events have revealed that a small percentage of people are also showing signs of osteoporosis and numerous legs, which is rather frightening. Before we explain further, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Number 9. Chianina. The Chianina is the tallest and heaviest of all the bulls on this list, standing 71 to 79 inches tall and weighing up to 1,600 kilograms. It's hard not to agree. Raised in the Italian regions of Tuscany, Umbria, and Lazio for the last 2,200 years, this breed is one of the oldest known cattle. They were the primary source of agricultural power for a time being, as they were highly adapted to steep terrain until Mach, who knew such a thing existed? Are they so excellent that even exchanges like that exist? Is it legal? Number 8. South Devon. You know how some of the animals on this list were chosen because of their dual-purpose nature? The South Devon bull originated in southwest England around 400 years ago, though it was only considered a well-established breed in 1800. They were primarily used as draft animals to pull plows and assist farmers with agricultural tasks, though they were occasionally squeezed for their rich milk and harvested for the meat. With this knowledge, it should come as no surprise that they are the largest British breeds, with huge frames and strong bodies. Adult bulls weigh between 1,200 and 1,500 kilograms and can work from the age of 2 to 12. They're also docile, making them easy to manage out in the field. Finally, due to all the hard work and late in their history, these bulls and cows are pretty hardy and adaptable, making them perfectly capable of living on 5 continents. Number 7. Pinzgauer. Another member of the triple-purpose breed family, the Pins, is cattle that isn't well known, despite the fact that the breed isn't considered endangered, with 10% of the population declining every year. First, let's look at the history of the Pins in Austria. As far back as 800 BC, the Celts first introduced the ancestors of the Pins to the Hockey-Tauern mountain range, which is now part of the federal state of Salzburg, because they have a medium to large frame, though most people are interested in their beef qualities. Adult bulls weigh over 2,000 pounds on average, whereas cows weigh between 1,000 and 1,600 pounds. They have strong hooves that allow them to travel long distances and rustic coats that protect them from UV radiation. It's a little unclear why they're deemed endangered. It's because of utility crossovers with other breeds to improve their milk performance. That doesn't seem too horrible, but perhaps in the future there will be a new breed with the same qualities as this bad boy but with a better production value. Number 6. Holstein Friesian. When we think of dairy cows, we think of those Dalmatian-like cattle. What we don't realize is that they have a fancy-sounding breed called Holstein Friesian. These milk giants originated in Europe around 2,000 years ago in the northern provinces of North Holland and Friesland, Netherlands. Their ancestors were the black cows of the Batavians, now Germans, and white cattle of the Friesians, now Dutch. A mature cow weighs roughly 1,500 pounds and stands about 58 feet tall, so you can see why we're giving you these numbers: 632 pounds of butterfat and 550 pounds of pure protein. After all, it's hinted above that after 6 years of providing us with the milk we've grown to know and love, these cows are shipped off to meat plants that turn into beef, which is a bit sad because your next dinner could be one of those who fed you 6 years ago, which if you ask me is a good way to go out. Number 5. Parthenais. The Parthenais, like two other breeds on this list, was once a triple threat. Originating in the center of France, the Parthenais is said to be one of the oldest French breeds, with records dating back to the beginning of the century. They were bred because they provided good quality milk used to make butter and were also used as farm assistants as work animals. In 1970, the Breed Society established a breed improvement program. Bulls can weigh up to 1,250 kilograms, while their female counterparts can weigh up to 900 kilograms. Purebred cattle, such as the Belgian Blue, are well-framed and double-muscled, with a high muscle-to-bone ratio. According to French government statistics, Parthenais are highly productive, fertile producers of high-quality lean meat. We also learned today that these triple-talented animals are very adapted to their surroundings. They can thrive on all types of terrain and cope with various climates. They also have good disease resistance and, despite their size, excellent mobility. Number 4. Charolais. Another one from France is this one. Legend has it that white cattle were first noticed in the region of Charolais and never as early as 878 AD. They were popularized later in the 16th and 17th centuries. Particularly in the markets of Lyon and Villafranca, the French have long been known to select their livestock based on size and muscle. After all, they needed help plowing their fields. Aside from the cattle being food reserves, you may notice that this breed isn't necessarily the cutest. You may notice that this breed isn't necessarily the what's more remarkable is that this trend continues to grow today, and who knows, maybe one day they'll be as well known for their features as the Angus. This one has medium to large frames, short broadheads, and heavy muscles. They can fit into any system and have easy calving. Their history as helpers also makes them easy to manage, and they don't have many temperament issues. As a result, this breed's bulks can be found in any cow-producing country to date. Number 3. The Belgian Blue. Do you know that the Incredible Hulk has a bull counterpart? If not, look for the Belgian Blue. This guy's weight ranges from 100 to 1,250 kilograms, and he stands between 57 and 59 inches tall. The Belgian Blue was first used as a dairy and beef breed in the 1920s and 1960s, when a movement occurred favoring livestock that could be used for dual purposes and also had heavier muscles, so they weren't given an extensive workout. This sounds good for us humans because we'd have more steaks or barbecues to eat, but their condition is detrimental to the livestock because of their sheer size. The bulls suffer from joint pains, cardio and respiratory problems, and let's not forget that giving birth naturally would be extremely difficult because the cow's birthing canals are narrow, necessitating C-section deliveries. Number 2. The Gallowaybulls. This ancient breed of bulls for centuries had no name at the time. They were only referred to as the black cattle of Galloway. Honestly, no wonder it's named the way it is anyway. Anyhow, as previously mentioned, the Galloway bull is ancient, having first fully developed in the 17th century initially. Number 1. Simmental bull. We've heard of some of these entries being dual or triple purpose, only to be bred for one reason later. That's not the case for this breed, though. They're raised to produce milk and meat. The Simmental history can be traced back to the Middle Ages, when it was born from a cross between large German cattle and a smaller Swiss breed. Since then, the species has spread to all 6 continents, with 40 to 60 million cattle worldwide. Simmental have varied colors, with some as unique as gold. Most of it is around the eyes, where it helps decrease eye issues caused by harsh sunshine. They have huge rings with good muscle mass, weighing 700 to 900 kilos for cows and 1,300 kilograms for bulls. Selective breeding has created balanced, docile cattle with good maternal traits to maximize milk and beef production at minimum cost. This breed adapts easily to small ranch owners to large operations thanks to their high fields and crossbreeding success, with their offspring having better beef and milkier. What do you think about our video? Please let us know in the comments area below. If you enjoyed this video and would want to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.